everyone, my name is Crystal and welcome to my YouTube channel. Welcome old subscribers, welcome new. If you like my videos, please press the like button, please do subscribe. I'm here in my flat by myself with my dog Max in Rochester. Alexa, good morning.
Good morning, and happy birthday to ex-Scissor Sisters singer Jake Shears. If he doesn't feel like dancing, maybe he could at least take his mama out to celebrate.
Right guys, so Alexa, what's the time please?
It's 11:46 a.m.
Like I said, I'm here in my flat just pottering about. Just been watching a bit of the news that I didn't listen to yesterday, so I've just been watching the news and how shoplifting has risen since COVID. Right, so what's happened so far? Well, I got up this morning, 8 a.m. I made coffee, I fed my cats, I fed Max, I tidied up, I did a bit of washing up, cleaning up, and then I had noticed I'd had a message from my mum, so I phoned my mother back. I said, "Hello Mum, I'm returning your call." My mum said to me, and she hopes that I have a lovely day. She's still got builders working in her bathroom, and I could maybe, the phone call sounded guarded, like she had someone in the background, so maybe the builders were in her flat. She didn't talk very long, it was about 35 seconds, something like that, and then she said she thought that the weather had got a bit colder, and I said that I still felt quite hot because I'm going through the menopause and it does feel hot outside because the sun's out this morning. And we're well into October now and the sun's out and it still feels quite warm outside, and you just juggle whether to wear trousers or shorts. So I put the phone, my mum and I put the phone down, and then I got ready to take Max out for a walk, my chihuahua, which I usually do in the morning, take my dog out for a walk. So I changed from shorts, I put these grey leggings on because although the sun's out I thought it might be a bit cooler, so I put my leggings on. I carried my bin bag of rubbish down in the lift with Max under my arm and my Yuzu drink. I threw my rubbish out in the bin store area, and there was cleaners everywhere because we have contracted cleaners. So from Monday to Friday the cleaners come into the buildings, cleaning, hoovering and cleaning the carpet and cleaning the flats. The cleaners weren't in my building when I left, but when I came out of the bin store, the dark-haired male cleaner and the blonde lady were coming into the flats, ready to clean the flats with their cleaning cart. So there was a guy cleaning the flats opposite, there was a guy cleaning flats over there, so the cleaners were all up and down the road. I walked over the road around the back of the flats and I slowly walked onto the field. Kim was sat on a stone bench smoking, and she turned round and said hello to me. I don't smoke, so I'm not going to go over to a smoker when I've got, obviously, I haven't been diagnosed with asthma. I have been in the past, and smoking affects my lungs. So I'm not going to go and walk over to a smoker, not when someone's smoking. So Kim was sat there on the stone bench smoking a fag. Normally Charlie comes out of nowhere, and maybe Charlie sometimes sits and has a fag with Kim. That's the guy that came over to me on the field and started touching me inappropriately while the builders were working on those over 55 flats at the top of Corey's Road. Charlie wasn't anywhere to be seen, neither was his long black-haired girlfriend that he says isn't a girlfriend, he just lives with her. That she has been seen buying Charlie things And if you're just like a flatmate, then she's buying everything for him. He relies on her to pay for everything. The bills, his food, his clothes, he gets off of this woman. Because when I met him, he said to me, I haven't got any money on me. I can't buy you anything. I can't buy you a coffee or anything because my female friend has all the money. So when he approached me about 3 or 4 times on the field, he did tell me he had no money. And it really doesn't bother me because I was just, I mean, friends, you don't make friends because they've got money or you don't make a friend because they're loaded. You make a friend because they care about you, they worry about you each day, they phone up and text you and say, how are you? It's not money, is it? Friendship isn't about money. Anyway, I passed Kim. There were builders coming in and out of the co-op with sandwiches and things to eat. I'd gone in the co-op yesterday. Kim was not in there, so I didn't talk to anyone in the co-op yesterday. I was just got all my bits and pieces and I went out the shop and I came home quite happy. I'm not going in the co-op today. I've got some change that I had from yesterday. So if I run out of tea, coffee, loaf of bread, whatever, I could go and get it, but I don't need to. That's why I went in the co-op yesterday. I passed builders. Builders were eating. One of them looked like my eldest son with glasses, eating something. I just walked past them. There was a guy in shorts and t-shirts, and he had hair like my father Derek, but he was all cleaner and tidier and smarter. That's the guy with the dog Betty. It's a black and white little dog, and sometimes Max sniffs Betty's nose, but I was just very, very tired, very, very fed up of the same old things going on, and I just wanted to walk Max and get off the field as quick as possible. I've also been feeling very, very hot and tired, unusually tired, but it's the heat. It's weird weather for October. Weird weather. A lightning struck an oil container. I read on the news. Lightning struck and it struck an oil container and there was a big ball of fire somewhere. It's not right weather for October, is it? It's too hot. It's causing funny weather conditions. We had rain last night, but it's still warm. So I walked around the fields and I was like doing a little video, and I noticed Max was eating something, and I don't like Max eating things off the field because dogs carry diseases. If a dog pukes up and my dog starts licking it or its poo, my dog can get infected with something. So I went over to see what Max was eating, and somebody had left 4 or 5 dog treats on the grass. Dog treats for a big dog, because my dog is tiny. And Max had been chomping on about 5 or 6 dog treats, and he'd been fed before he went out. For a dog, a small dog, he eats a lot. So I pulled him away from the rest of the dog treats, because you don't know, there could be something in them. And he's done nothing but go to sleep. He's so tired. So he's just been flat out since he's eaten those dog treats. He's been flat out. There he is. He's just been led like that since we've got back. He hasn't moved. He's just been led like that. And he goes back down again. So he's eaten somebody else's dog's treats. And I don't like him doing that, because what's good for another dog isn't good for somebody else's. So we came back off the field, and there was a couple holding hands, a male and female holding hands. The builders were banging, and I just came home to my flat. I hadn't gone up to speak to Kim because she smokes. And I'm an ex-asthmatic, and I don't want to inhale smoke. Charlie smokes, and she usually sits there with smokers. And she used to have a fag break, and Charlie would sit with her. Came back into my flat, and I'm waiting for a package, which is an old phone, because the phone I'm using to record my video on is an old phone, and it's an old battery, and I needed to get another phone so that I can record videos. It's an old phone, it's not a new one, it's second hand, it's nothing fancy, but it'll do for me because I'm an older person and I don't want a newfangled phone anyway. And I have trouble with some phones actually interfering, because I've got a tooth that's exposed, the root is exposed, and I'm going to either have to have it extracted, or a root canal is going to cost me £800. So at the moment it's staying put. But every time I get one of these newfangled phones near my tooth, it feels like my whole face is being electrocuted because I've got an exposed root. And I find that the older phones don't hurt my face as much as the newer ones for some reason. So I'm waiting for a phone. A DHL van's been down the road, but I haven't had any buzzer. No one's pressed my buzzer, so I don't think my phone's come yet. I've had a TikTok message or a notification. Aura, kiss kiss, Heartless Aura 3 requested to follow me. Heartless Aura. Yeah, I've been watching videos on how videos on how shoplifting and looting in the UK and America has gone up since COVID. And I've just watched this poor guy get tasered in America for stealing out of a shop. He was chased in a car and tasered. It just felt like a wild animal. It felt like police were chasing a wild animal and tasering this poor bloke. I don't know, I just don't like watching cruelty. Okay, the guy's guilty of shoplifting. Do you need to chase him down the streets and then electrocute him with a taser? Because you piss yourself, don't you? When you get electric shock, you piss yourself and God knows what. It's very undignified. I mean, I can understand if someone's made shots, or it's an armed robbery, but when some simple person's just shoplifted, do you need to chase them in a car and taser them several times with a taser? That's the cost of living. It's the state of the world. People are poor. The rich are rich, and the poor are poor, and the rich are getting richer, and the poor are getting poorer, and people are stealing. There was one woman that had 60 pence in her bank account, 60p, and she had to decide she needed nappies for a baby. And she went out shoplifting. And this one bloke said, I couldn't have given a fuck if I got arrested, he said. He said, at least they'd give me food in a prison cell. That's what he said. He said, I went shoplifting, I was hungry, I had no food, and if the police had caught me, I couldn't have given a fuck because they would have put me in a cell and they would have fed me. What a state this country's in, eh? What a state. People stealing to eat and to feed their and to get nappies for their babies. I told you they need to do something with these people that are earning far too much and don't need to. I'm shocked at the state of the world. Anyway, I've got my coffee there. I'm going to have my coffee. I've been out with Max. I can't go out anywhere because I'm waiting for my bank card. And I haven't got any money. So I've got coins, but I've got no money to go out with. So I'm waiting for my bank account card to arrive, and I had to pay £1.99 for it to come quicker. So I'm staying indoors yet again. And I'll take Max out this afternoon. I'm just waiting for the post. See you later.